Where does high self-esteem and confidence come from? Are some people just born with it and they just were given some kind of extra sparkle when the universe created them? Or is it manifested with positive thinking and a good upbringing and positive reinforcement when we're little? Is it something that we facilitate with positive self-talk and healthy self-image? I think it's all of those things. And I wonder, for those of us who didn't have a positive parent in our lives or a positive role model in our lives that told us when we were small that we were valued and loved and cherished, I wonder if that's something that you really can give yourself as an adult. Can you really embrace your inner child and love yourself when you grew up your whole life not feeling loved? I don't know. I don't know the answer. But I sure know that there's a lot of propaganda out there that says we can. And I think for people who didn't have love and didn't feel love, it's going to be more of a challenge than people who had someone in their corner, knew that they were wanted by their parents, knew that they were loved, just knew it in their heart that they're loved and cherished and wanted and meant to be here. What about the people who didn't have that? We don't choose to be born. We don't choose to be in the families that we're born into. But we can choose to create and love the people that make us feel valued, even if they don't share our DNA. We can choose our family through our friends and the people that we let into our lives as adults. Sometimes those people are related, and sometimes they're not. So make good choices about who you let into your circle. And be careful about who you push away. Sometimes when we don't feel loved, those who give us the love that we need get shut out because it makes us uncomfortable. So how do I embrace those relationships? How do I cultivate those people who make me feel valued and appreciated and loved? Well, that is an action in itself. You gotta pick up the phone and make the call. You've got to go to the birthday party. You've got to be present. You can't cultivate healthy and loving relationships if you're not around. If you don't make an effort to have that person in your life. a simple invite to coffee, a phone call. It's so important to keep the people who love you and cherish you and make you feel valued in your life. And sometimes those people may challenge your beliefs. They may challenge your toxicity. But maybe they only do that because they love you. And so what I like to remember is when I know that someone cares about me and really wants what's best for me, I've got to put down my sword, man. I've got to embrace that person. And yeah, it might not be perfect. Nothing is. But my life is better with them in it than if they weren't.